Everything in my life was perfectly normal until that Tuesday afternoon when my phone rang and a stranger's voice told me I had to leave the city immediately. My name is Audrey. I am 29 years old. I live alone. My life is very quiet. Every morning I wake up at 7. I make 1 cup of tea. I drink it by the window. I watch the city below. People walk on the streets. Cars move everywhere. I do not feel part of it. I am just a watcher. I watch from far away. I work in an office. I am a writer. I write words for websites. I write about many things. I am good at my job. I check every word carefully. I fix every comma. I read my work 3 times. I sit in the corner of the office. Nobody notices me. I like this. I feel safe this way. Safe is comfortable. There is a man at the next desk. His name is Gabriel. He is older than me. Maybe he is 40 years old. He is quiet, too. He does not talk to other people. He just works at his desk. We have a routine together. He arrives at 8 every day. I arrive at 1 minute past 8. He drinks black coffee. His coffee is in a blue cup. I drink tea with milk. My tea is in a white cup. We never speak to each other. We never say good morning. We never ask questions. Our silence is comfortable. It is a shared quiet. We both understand it. I like sitting next to him. His presence feels familiar. It feels like home. I notice small things about him. He is very neat. His pens are in a perfect line. He uses a blue pen. It is a beautiful pen. His notes are always neat. I see them sometimes on his desk. He writes in small letters. His letters are very careful. Every day is the same. I come in at 1 minute past 8. I make my tea. I sit down at my desk. He is already there. He types on his keyboard. The sound is soft and steady. I type on my keyboard too. We work in our quiet bubble. The office is loud around us. People talk and laugh. Phones ring all the time. We stay in our silence. Our silence is like a shield. It keeps away the noise. Sometimes I look at him. He wears simple gray sweaters. His hair is dark. It has some gray in it. He has kind eyes. They look tired sometimes. I wonder about his life. Does he live alone too? Does he drink tea at home? Does he watch the city? I never ask. We never break our silence. I do not know much about him. I do not know his last name. I do not know where he lives. I do not know his story. I know his routine. I know his blue cup. I know his blue pen. I know his silence. Somehow, that is enough. This is my life. Every day is the same. I wake up. I make tea. I go to work. I sit next to Gabriel. We share our comfortable silence. Then I go home. I am invisible to the world. Maybe that is okay. Maybe invisible is safe. Maybe quiet is better. This is what I tell myself. This is what I believe. It was Monday morning. I woke up at 7. I made my cup of tea. I got dressed for work. I took the bus to the office. Everything felt normal. Everything felt routine. I walked into the office at 1 minute past 8. I went to the small kitchen. I made my tea with milk. I picked up my white cup. I walked to my desk. I was ready for another quiet day. Something was wrong. I stopped at my desk. I looked at the desk next to mine. It was empty. His desk was completely empty. His chair was pushed in. His blue pen was gone. His blue cup was not there. His keyboard sat alone. His desk looked strange and cold. I sat down slowly. I put my tea on my desk. I stared at the empty space. Where was he? Was he sick today? Was he late? I looked at the clock. It was 5 minutes past 8. He was never late. He always arrived at 8. The office felt different today. The silence was not comfortable anymore. It felt empty. It felt wrong. The coffee machine made loud noises. It hurt my ears. The lights felt too bright. They hurt my eyes. I kept looking at his empty chair. I waited for him to come. He did not come. People started to arrive. Stella came in first, then Hazel, then Owen. They talked near the coffee machine. I heard them whisper. Their voices were low. Did you hear about Gabriel? No. What happened? He is gone. Gone? Where did he go? Nobody knows. Maybe he quit his job. Maybe the company fired him. That is so strange. I felt something cold in my stomach. Gone? Gabriel was gone? I wanted to ask them questions. I stayed at my desk. I stayed quiet. I am always quiet. The morning moved slowly. I tried to work. I opened my computer. I looked at my screen. I could not focus. My eyes kept moving to his empty desk. The empty space felt loud. It felt too big. My day felt gray. Everything looked gray. The white walls looked gray. My tea tasted gray. Even my words on the screen looked gray. I missed the sound of his keyboard, that soft, steady sound. I missed his quiet presence. I missed seeing his blue cup. I missed knowing he was there. It was strange. Very strange. How can you miss someone you never talked to, someone you never knew? I did miss him. I missed him very much. My chest felt heavy. My desk felt empty. My routine was broken. The day ended slowly. I went home on the bus. I sat by the window. I watched the city. I did not really see it. I kept thinking about Gabriel. Where did he go? Why did he leave? Did something bad happen? At home, I made tea. I sat by my window. I felt foolish. Very foolish. Why was I so sad? Gabriel was a stranger. We never spoke. We never shared anything. We just sat next to each other. That was all. It did not feel like nothing. It felt like something important. Now it was gone. The next morning came. I woke up at 7. I made my tea. I went to work. I arrived at 1 minute past 8. His desk was still empty. The next day, too. The day after that. Empty. Always empty. I tried to focus on my work. I wrote my words. I checked every sentence. I fixed every comma. I did my job. I was invisible again, just like before. Now, it felt different. Now it felt lonelier. Before, I had my comfortable silence. I had someone who understood quiet. Now I just had emptiness. The silence was not shared anymore. It was just mine. Mine felt cold. I was invisible to the world. Now I was invisible to myself, too. The office moved around me. People talked and laughed. I sat in my corner, alone, completely alone. 1 week passed. His desk stayed empty. Nobody came to sit there. Nobody took his blue cup. The space just waited, empty and quiet. On Monday morning, my boss called me. Her name is Mrs. Smith. She walked to my desk. She held a folder in her hands. Audrey, I have a new project for you. This project is very important. You will work with the head of strategy. His name is Mr. King. My hands felt cold. Mr. King, I heard that name before. People talked about him sometimes. They said he was very serious. They said he was very smart. They said he never smiled. I felt nervous. Mrs. Smith gave me the folder. Send him your first draft tomorrow. He expects good work. She walked away. I opened the folder. The project was big. It was about a new product. I needed to write many pages. I took the folder home. I worked all night. I wrote carefully. I checked every word. I wanted it to be perfect. The next morning, I sent the email. I wrote, "Dear Mr. King, here is my first draft. Please tell me your thoughts. Best regards, Audrey." I pressed send. Then I waited. My stomach felt tight. I looked at my email every 5 minutes. His reply came after 2 hours. I saw his name, Gabriel King. I opened the email. My hands shook a little. "Dear Audrey, thank you for this work. The structure is good. Maybe we can change the second part. It would be better. Best regards, Gabriel King." I stopped breathing. My heart stopped. I read the email again. The sentences were neat. The style was familiar. Gabriel King. Was it possible? Could it be him? The email was polite. It was detailed. It was exactly like his notes. The same careful style, the same smart words, the same gentle tone. My hands moved to the keyboard. I wrote back. I was very careful. I used my best words. I made every sentence clear. His reply came in 30 minutes. Then I sent another email. He replied again. We started talking, only about work, only about the project. It felt like more. It felt like a real conversation. It felt like talking to Gabriel, the Gabriel from the next desk, my quiet neighbor, the man with the blue cup. Every day, I sent him my work. Every day, he replied. His emails were always kind. They were always detailed. He noticed small things. He praised good sentences. He suggested small changes. "This part is strong," he wrote. "Maybe add one more example here. The end is clear and direct. Well done, Audrey." I started to love my job again. I woke up early every morning. I worked hard on every page. I wanted him to see my best work. I wanted his replies. His emails became the best part of my day. I checked my inbox all the time. When his name appeared, my heart jumped. I read every word slowly. I saved every email. At night, I read them again. I studied his sentences. I looked for clues. Was this really Gabriel? The same Gabriel? Or was I imagining things? The words were too similar. The style was too familiar. Nobody else wrote like this. Nobody else used these exact words. I felt something grow inside me, something warm, something hopeful. Maybe Gabriel was not gone. Maybe he was just somewhere else. Maybe he was still here. In these emails, in these words, I typed faster. I wrote better. I wanted to impress him. I wanted him to notice me, not invisible Audrey, not quiet Audrey. Audrey, the writer. Audrey with good ideas. Audrey who understood his words. The project grew bigger. We sent many emails, sometimes 5 emails in one day. Sometimes he wrote at night. Sometimes I replied early in the morning. Our conversation felt secret. It felt special. It felt like our own quiet space, like our shared silence at the desk. Now we used words. We finally used words. Those words felt like magic. 3 weeks passed. The project was finally finished. I sent the final draft on Friday morning. I felt proud of my work. It was my best writing, Mr. King replied, in 1 hour. Audrey, he wrote, this is excellent work. The project is a complete success. Thank you for your hard work. My heart felt warm. I smiled at my screen. I read his words 3 times. Then another email came. I want to thank you in person. Please come to my office. Tomorrow, 10 in the morning. Gabriel King. My smile disappeared. My hands became cold. A meeting, in person. I felt very nervous. That night, I could not sleep. I looked at my clothes. What should I wear? I chose my best black dress. I chose my good shoes. I wanted to look good. Morning came too fast. I woke up early. I drank my tea quickly. My hands shook. I took the bus to work. At 15 minutes before 10, I left my desk. I walked to the elevator. I pressed the button for the top floor. The top floor of the building. The elevator moved up slowly. My stomach felt strange. The doors opened. The top floor looked expensive. The carpet was thick and soft. The walls were dark wood. Everything looked serious. A woman sat at a desk. I have a meeting with Mr. King, I said. My voice sounded small. Go down the hall, she said. Last door on the right. I walked slowly down the hall. My shoes made no sound on the carpet. I reached the last door. It was made of dark wood. A gold sign said, Gabriel King, CEO, CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Mr. King was the CEO? My heart beat very fast. I knocked on the door. My hand shook. Come in, a voice said. The voice was familiar, very familiar. I knew that voice. I opened the door slowly. The office was huge. Big windows showed the whole city. A large desk stood in the center. Behind the desk sat a man. He was not wearing a gray sweater. He wore an expensive black suit. His tie was dark blue. He looked like a CEO, serious and important. His eyes were the same, kind eyes, tired eyes, eyes I knew. It was Gabriel, my Gabriel, the man from the next desk, the man with the blue cup, the quiet man who arrived at 8. My heart stopped completely. I could not breathe. I could not move. Audrey, he said softly. The man at the next desk, the man with the blue pen, he was not Gabriel, the quiet worker. He was Gabriel King, the CEO of the whole company. My mind could not understand. How? Why? I felt many things at once. Confusion, anger, hurt. You lied to me, I whispered. My voice broke. Tears came to my eyes. I felt so foolish, so stupid. All this time, all those quiet mornings, he was the CEO. He was my boss. He was everyone's boss. I never knew. He stood up quickly. He walked around his desk. He did not look like a cold CEO now. He looked worried. He looked guilty. Audrey, please, he said. I did not lie to you. I just listened. Please sit down. He pointed to a chair. I did not move. I just stared at him. You let me think, I said. You let me believe. What did I believe? That we were the same? 2 quiet people? 2 invisible workers? We were not the same. He was the CEO. I was nobody. Please, Audrey, he said again. Let me explain. His voice sounded sad. His eyes looked so tired. I wanted to run away. I wanted to leave. My feet did not move. I looked at him. Really looked at him. He still looked like Gabriel. The same dark hair, the same kind face, the same gentle voice. Everything was different now. Everything was a lie. Why? I asked. Why did you sit at that desk? Why did you pretend? He took a step closer. I did not pretend to be someone else. I was just trying to be myself. Yourself? I said. My voice sounded angry. You are the CEO. You own this company. You sat next to me. You drank coffee at a regular desk. You made me think. I stopped. I could not finish. What did I think? That we had something? That our silence meant something? Please, he said one more time, sit down. Let me tell you the truth. You deserve the truth. I looked at the chair. I looked at him. Then, slowly, I sat down. My whole body felt heavy. My heart hurt. Gabriel sat down, too. Not behind his big desk. He sat in the chair next to mine, close to me. Like at our old desks. I will explain everything, he said quietly. I promise. Gabriel sat in the chair next to me. He looked down at his hands. He took a deep breath. Then he started to talk. My father started this company, he said. He built it for 30 years. He died last year. His voice became quiet. I saw pain in his eyes. I took over the company. I became the CEO. I did not know anything. I only saw reports on paper. I only saw numbers on screens. I did not know the people. I did not know the real work. He looked up at me. So, I made a decision. I decided to work on the floor, to see the real company. I did not tell anyone who I was. I just became Gabriel, a new manager. Nobody asked questions. I listened quietly. My anger started to fade. I still felt confused. I chose a desk, he continued. A desk in the corner, next to a quiet woman, next to you. He smiled a little, a sad smile. I watched you work every day. You are so good at your job, Audrey. So careful with every word. So smart with every idea. You never spoke. You hid yourself from everyone. Just like me. My throat felt tight. I understood you, he said. Your silence. Your invisible life. I felt the same. He stood up slowly. He walked to the window. He looked at the city below. Being the CEO is very lonely. Everyone smiles at me. Everyone says yes to me. Nobody is real. Everyone wants something. Money, better jobs, power. Nobody just sits with me. Nobody shares quiet with me. He turned back to me. You did, Audrey. Every morning at 1:08, you sat next to me. You drank your tea. You worked on your words. You did not want anything from me. You were just you. Real. Honest. Quiet. My eyes felt wet. I blinked. Sitting next to you was the best part of my day. It was the only real part. The only quiet part. The only honest part. Then why did you leave? I asked. My voice was very soft. I had to, he said. People started asking questions. I could not stay there forever. So I came back to this office, back to being the CEO, back to being alone. He sat down again, close to me. I missed you, Audrey. I missed our silence. I missed my quiet neighbor. I missed the only real person in the building. Then the project came, I said. And the emails. He nodded. Yes, The emails. When I saw your name on the project, my heart jumped. I could talk to you again. I could use words this time. Why was it easier? I asked. Why could you talk in emails? He thought for a moment. You understood my words. You used careful sentences. You paid attention to every detail, just like at your desk. In the emails, I could be myself, not the CEO, just Gabriel, the person who likes quiet, the person who drinks black coffee, the person who sits at 8. I looked down at my hands. I understood now. I understood his loneliness. It was just like mine. The CEO is lonely, Audrey, he said quietly. People see the title. They see the suit. They see the power. They do not see me. You felt invisible too, I whispered. Yes, he said. Exactly. We sat in silence. This silence was different. It was not uncomfortable. It was familiar. It was our silence. The silence we shared. You were the only one who saw me, he said. Not the CEO, not Mr. King, just Gabriel, the quiet man with the blue cup. I felt something change inside me. My anger melted away. My hurt disappeared. I understood him now. I understood his pain. We were both lonely. We were both invisible. We were both hiding. He in his CEO office. Me at my corner desk. When we sat together, we were real. We were ourselves. We did not hide. I am sorry, he said. I am sorry I did not tell you. I was afraid. Afraid you would see me differently. Afraid I would lose our quiet. I looked into his eyes. Those kind, tired eyes. I understand, I said. I really did. Sometimes being seen is scary. Sometimes being known is hard. Sometimes staying invisible feels safer. Invisible is also lonely. Very lonely. What happens now? I asked. He reached out his hand. He did not touch me. He just held it there, between us. I do not know, he said honestly. I do not want to lose you again. I do not want to lose our quiet. I do not want to be invisible anymore. I looked at his hand. I looked at his face. Then, slowly, I reached out too. Our hands met in the middle, warm and real. Me neither, I whispered. We sat together for a long time. Our hands stayed connected. The silence felt comfortable again, like our old mornings, like our shared quiet. Then I pulled my hand away. I looked at him. I felt confused again. How can I trust you now? I asked. You are the CEO. I am just a writer. We are too different. Gabriel looked sad. He nodded slowly. You are right, he said. I understand. Let me show you. Let me prove I am still Gabriel. Just Gabriel. I did not know what he meant. I left his office. I went back to my desk. My mind felt full of questions. That night, I could not sleep. I thought about everything. The empty desk, the emails, the truth, his lonely eyes. Morning came. I woke up at 7. I made my tea. I went to work. I arrived at 1 minute past 8. I walked to my desk, then I stopped. Gabriel stood at my desk. Not Mr. King, in his black suit. Gabriel in his old gray sweater, the same sweater from before. He held 2 cups. One was his blue cup, one was my white cup. I made tea, he said, with milk, the way you like it. Can we sit together? Like before. My heart jumped. I looked around the office. Stella was watching. Hazel was watching. Owen was watching. Everyone was watching. The CEO was at my desk. The CEO brought me tea. The CEO wore an old sweater. I did not care. Not anymore. I smiled. I took my white cup from his hands. Yes, I said. Let us sit together. He smiled too. A real smile. A warm smile. He pulled a chair to my desk. He sat down next to me. Just like before. We drank our tea and coffee. We did not talk. We just sat in our silence. Our comfortable, shared silence. People whispered around us. We did not listen. We were in our bubble again. Our quiet bubble. I was not invisible anymore. I was seen. Really seen. It felt good. The days passed. Gabriel came to my desk every morning, always at 8, always with his blue cup. Sometimes he made my tea too. We started to talk. Small words at first. Good morning. How are you? The weather is nice. Then bigger words. Real conversations. About books. About work. About life. One Saturday, he sent me an email. Can we meet? It said. I want to show you something. We met outside the office. Not at a fancy restaurant. Not at an expensive place. We went to the small park. The park near our office. We sat on a wooden bench. He brought his blue cup. I brought my white cup. The sun was warm. The trees were green. People walked past us. We sat in our silence, our comfortable silence. I have an idea, Gabriel said finally. I looked at him. There is an empty shop, he said, on the corner of Main Street. I want to open a small book cafe, a quiet place, a place for quiet people. His eyes looked excited, not tired anymore, just hopeful. I need a partner, he continued. Someone who knows books, someone who knows business, someone who understands quiet, someone like you. My heart beat fast. Me? I asked. Yes, you, he said. We could do it together. A new beginning, a new routine. I thought about it. A book cafe, a quiet place, a place for people like us. Yes, I said. I want to do it. He took my hand. I did not pull away this time. Thank you, Audrey, he said softly. We sat there for hours. We talked about the cafe. We made plans. We dreamed together. The sun started to set. The sky turned orange and pink. It was beautiful. Audrey, Gabriel said, I want to tell you something. I looked at him. You changed my life, he said. You made me feel real again. You made me feel seen. You did the same for me, I said. It was true. Before Gabriel, I was invisible. I hid from the world. I hid from myself. Now, I was here, sitting in the park, holding his hand, making plans, living my life. My name is Audrey. I am 30 years old now. I am not invisible anymore. The man at the next desk is gone. The man by my side is here. We are just starting.